Yes, this is Lee Wheeler's house in Hesston. The south roof, after he had the 20 panels on the west roof for a year, he decided to, and his neighbor also cut down the trees on the south, he decided to go ahead and put 11 more on here. So these are also 11 Trina 240 watt poly modules that have been producing much better than the ones on the west side. These particular panels have glass in them, tempered glass, and you can see the baffle down the middle. So the air comes in the bottom over there, comes across the bottom, the baffle ends there, and comes across the top here and back down into the house. Very simple, very efficient way to heat your house. These are solar age air collectors that are about 30 years old and were recycled from another job and put on this house. You can see the ductwork coming up there. On the lower ones there, it comes up, it comes across the bottom of these panels and across the top, and circulates out of the house and back into the house. The simplicity of that, where there's only a blower, snap disc fan switch to turn it on and off during the day and night, and line volt thermostat to turn it off in the spring and the fall. And there are 20 or 18 right here on a west roof because there was too much shade on the south roof. Trina panels, good system, but they will produce about 20% less since it's on the west, and less because of the shade tree on the west and on the northwest and on the southeast or south. Anyhow, there's a lot of shade on these panels, and they don't do as well as they should. But these are Trina panels, 240 watt, and they've been up about a year, and you can see the production. And you can also see how it is mounted into the roof. There's a shut off on each string of panels, so it can be easily shut off up here on the roof if you want to work on it. For water systems, this is one of the old standbys that is, again, 30 years old, recycled from another house and put on here, and good to go for another 30 years, I believe. There's the simplicity of the Morningstar collectors, has the aluminum frame, the copper absorber plate, and the tempered glass on the top, so there's really not a whole lot to go wrong with them over the years. This is a drain back system, which we have installed mostly. There's a tank in the basement, and it comes up, as you see, in the lowest part here, and comes up through here and fills these all up. And on the far end there is the high side, and it goes down there and free falls back into the tank. Now when the pump shuts off for any reason, if the electricity goes off, malfunction of any kind, this all drains back, the bubbles come up there, and this all drains back down into the tank. So at night there's no water in here, only when this is 20 degrees warmer than the tank temperature, which would probably never get below 60-70 degrees. So these will never have water in them unless they're 70 degrees or warmer. But this has been a very simple, steady system for the last 30 years. These kind of systems have worked very well, very simply. Now what we use this for is it's in a fiberglass tank in the basement, and it provides radiant floor heat for an addition here, and also domestic hot water. There's a coil on the top of that tank that the water goes through and preheats before it goes into the water heater, and is a very simple system. Works well and has for 30 years, and it should go for that long again.